treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, on my gang, on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, on my gang, on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime, Mythic Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set! Blue 60! Hurry!
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they could still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer, because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. And the Rams at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stafford on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time, with a flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Murray. Out to his left. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. For a second there, you looked down on the field. I almost thought I saw Kyler Murray in an Oklahoma jersey.
The colors are similar, though, right?
Yeah.
He is not just quick because he's every bit of that. He truly is fast. He's as fast as the fastest players in the NFL. And when he puts it all together, makes the proper read, you can see the defense's eyes grow wide because now they've got to deal with him downfield. He's hard to get down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. They've got his man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Stafford. Charles Atwell to make a nice catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stafford. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He completes it to Ridley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Blue 60.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stafford now to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Easy, easy.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gay's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Murray now. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again here with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have... Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this will be swung out here for counter. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Again, they'll throw with Murray.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals are once again back in front.
Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been. It's simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Come on.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Atwell now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on second and long. Stafford got a man. It's Higbee complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the 50, it's Stafford. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape. Absolutely.
And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And the tight end goes in motion left. After the interception, here's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead seeding. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, a run with Conner. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Murray a give. This is Conner. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spill an end to their chances. So
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 1st down, Stafford here. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun, a give to Conner. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They're going to run. Here's Conner. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30 to about the 26 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They run behind center with Conner. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, 14 yards. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Atwell now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the balls arrive.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Rams are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Conner up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The gain of 8 and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.